Hello, you handsome humans from a beautiful Venice Beach, California. The jasmine's in full bloom. It smells wonderfully. This is arguably the most important aspect of the kinship level of the tribe triangle, as well as your leadership skills and toolkit. Welcome to communication styles. Now, communication styles, they're a subset of the platinum rule, meaning there are different people who need a message delivered to them in a certain manner containing certain content and cadence that works for them. So there's 4 different styles, right? And this is true across all sorts of personality assessments, psychometrics, Myers-Briggs, DISC, all of those. This is kind of a direct correlation to them. So if you've been studying or following me for a while, you're going to understand these, but in a different framing. So before we get into this, we actually have 3 different communication forms, which are important to understand. The first one is verbal, and that's what I'm doing with my words. If you're reading the words, then you're following along with that just basic information. A lot of times leaders stop there. However, there's a more important form of communication, and that is nonverbal. And a lot of studies have shown that around 80% of information is delivered non-verbally. So this is gestures, this is eye contact, this is posture, this is all of those things that we are doing unconsciously as humans, which actually deliver a tremendous amount of information. And then lastly, we have our visual. These are going to be graphs and maps and other things that visual creatures like humans need to be able to gather or download that's larger than we can sometimes even share in words, right? A picture speaks 1,000 words, right? So those are the 3 forms. Now, the 4 different styles are as follows. The first one we'll do analytical. This is the type of information that is granular, it's detailed, it's historic, it's statistic. It's all those pieces that provide infrastructure for reality for these people, and they need that information in order to feel like they have control and mastery, and they can get actionable about whatever your message is. If you are not giving them what they need so that they feel like they do have some control over the topic, you're going to see them become passive aggressive and disengage. That's not good for you. So the second form is going to be the intuitive people, right? These are the expressives, and they don't need granular information. In fact, it will bog them down, and you're going to see them disengage. What they need is a big picture. They need vision. They need inspiration and aspiration and creativity, and that's the means in which they thrive. You're going to see a whole bunch of innovative, creative ideas happen when you are engaging with these people in that manner, right? So the third form of communication style is going to be the functional or driver class person who doesn't actually even really need much communication. They're going to resist it in many ways because they're all about results. So the messaging for them needs to be succinct, it needs to be direct and targeted and in direct support of actually implementing whatever the topic is. And if you're not giving it to them in a succinct, quick, action-oriented messaging, then you're going to see them get impatient, judgmental, and sometimes very aggressive. So understand and read your audience, tribe leader. And then the last one is personal, right? These are the people who are relationship oriented, right? They're very interested in feelings and emotions and the people involved in whatever the subject matter is. And so we have to be able to frame our conversation with engaging with all those people, particularly you and them, those 2 people. And if you're not making that communication personal with those personal people, then you're going to see them potentially get threatened, they will acquiesce, and you're going to lose engagement. So these 4 different communication styles are absolutely vital in order to be effective for you to be able to share whatever your message is, right? This is the glue that holds us all together. It's how humans communicate. So make sure that it is verbal, succinct and clear and respectful all of those pieces, but make sure your nonverbal is very intentional as well. Just watching myself on these videos is giving me a lot of information about the way that I show up, the way that I speak, the way that I hold eye contact or don't. And your nonverbal is very, very important. And then lastly, obviously, whenever you can implement some sort of visual, you're going to substantially improve your communication forms. Now, really take a look at those 4 different styles, because you have the ability to be able to modify and be intentional and versatile with the way you communicate. So seek to understand first, really listen without waiting to respond. And not only will you have more information so that you can be versatile and platinum rule oriented, but you're also going to honor the person speaking, and the communication will be more effective. We'll see you out there, tribe leaders.